Well, I think you have to start by using the right language would be a good start with these situations. You know, I don't want to hit the wrong tone with my host tonight, but the BBC refusing to categorise Hamas as terrorists after what they've done, I think is scandalous. And I've heard all the excuses, but you've got to call it what it is. This is terrorism of the most heinous kind. You know, we've touched on some of the things here. Babies being burned alive. Jerusalem Post reporting tonight confirmation of these rumours that were swirling that some of them have been beheaded. A Holocaust survivor, grandmother, kidnapped and taken away, her face staring ahead with resilient determination. But my God, she survived the Holocaust and is now in Gaza, where they're threatening to execute the hostages. There was another grandmother who was murdered, and Hamas got onto her Facebook page and posted the murder so that her family would see it. There was a man on CNN today who said that his 8-year-old daughter had disappeared, didn't know what happened to her. And it turned out that she was dead. And when he was told that she was dead, he said that he was jubilant that she was dead and was not being held captive by Hamas in Gaza. Think about that. This is a father whose child has died, and he's pleased that it wasn't an alternative that is worse. So I think we have to call this what it is. I don't care what side of this argument historically you're on, and I would feel exactly the same way if Israel had perpetrated these acts on Palestinians. These are despicable acts of terrorism, and we have to start by saying it is terrorism.
And in terms of Poppy's question?
In terms of the question of whether we can get peace, I don't know how you ever forge peace with a group like this. I don't believe that decent Palestinians like what Hamas is doing. They all knew, Hamas, when they did this on the scale they were doing it, that there was going to be a ferocious response from Israel. There had to be. They're entitled to defend themselves. There will be justified arguments about what is proportionate. I don't even know how you have proportion when it comes to beheading babies. What is proportionate for that? So Israel has come under an attack in the way that America did with 9/11. So it's incredibly difficult to see where peace lies here in the near to mid-term future if Hamas remain in control of Gaza. I think you need Hamas gone in the way that we got rid of ISIS. They're committing acts of the same appalling atrocity as ISIS. I think you've got to get rid of Hamas. You've got to get back to a more stable government in Palestine which actually wants peace. And then on the Israeli side, you've got to have leadership that also wants to forge peace. And I worry about that too. I'm not sure that Benjamin Netanyahu is the right person anymore to do that. So I think you need fresh leadership. But how you get there in the mid to even long-term future, right now it looks almost impossible. I'm very sad to say that.
Okay. The man at the front here in the blue switch.
If Hamas